From fathoms deep comes Echo Ranger. Designed and built in 2001 by Boeing heritage company Rockwell International to capture high-resolution sonar images of seafloors for the oil and gas industry, the Autonomous Underwater Vehicle, or AUV's 18.5-foot-long yellow aluminum casement and whale-shaped body suit the depths it explores, 10,000 feet below the surface of the world's oceans. On the shores of California's Catalina Island, at the University of Southern California's Wrigley Institute for Environmental Studies, Echo Ranger is about to record another milestone, its first autonomous dive from the surface. Team lead Ross Peterson secures one of the unmanned underwater vehicle's protective panels before the dive.
Some things are high-tech, some things just don't change that much.
Peterson says most who learn about the sub don't realize Boeing, famous for airplanes that fly high, also build unmanned submersibles that dive deep.
We've been in the underwater business over 40 years.
In fact, this artist drawing from 1968 showed what the future might hold for underwater submersibles. Today, Echo Ranger is proving that out.
Our technology that we've developed over the past 20 years allows us to build a vehicle that always comes back home, and that's what you want.
The 10,500-pound submersible is hoisted, then gently lowered into Catalina's Two Harbors Cove. In its natural environment, Echo Ranger can be sent on a wide array of missions.
Purposes for this vehicle would be intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance, and environmental work.
Leaving the harbor under tow with an inflatable buoyancy and visibility bag attached, the Boeing AUV strains to go where it was built to perform, underwater.
How far deep is the pinger?
Boeing Marine Systems software engineer Scott Emmerich checks a submerged acoustic transponder that enables surface teams to communicate with Echo Ranger once released. What you're hearing is Echo Ranger telling computers aboard tracking ships it's ready to dive.
Everything looks okay still.
Prop spinning, Echo Ranger takes the plunge and smoothly slides under the surface, moving on its pre-programmed course. Down to 40 feet and leveling off, it clips through the water at speeds up to 8 knots and will support 28 hours on station with an expanding capability of 70-plus days, depending on the energy source. The first autonomous surface exit for Echo Ranger is much more than a technical feat for this team that worked years to get here. It's personal.
This is our first day out, truly going around the corner out into the ocean, and she drove off the surface and dove, so it's a big deal to us.
Echo Ranger traveled to a depth of 400 feet on this dive, and then with topside tracking boats on alert.
Right off your port side, Ross, right there, look down.
The AUV left the darkened passages of the deep and surfaced.
Yeah, there it goes.
Another milestone in the logbook of Boeing innovation, and another realm of capabilities to challenge new markets and beyond.
We could truly fulfill that capability from space to the seafloor.